Good evening, Professor Mavis Gonzalez and classmates. Tonight, we have the opportunity to talk about organizing for your audience. Our group is conformed by Milfer Garcia, Roselis Ojo, Alba Nieto, and Jorge Mendoza. My name is Jorge Mendoza, and I'm going to talk about the definition of organizing for your audience. It relates to how the gathered content can be best arranged for them. According to Patricia Fripp, 2011, any presentation can be intimidating, but the key is to remember your goal is to present the most valuable information possible to the members of the audience. Now, what you think is most valuable and what the audience thinks is most valuable must be coordinated because of difference in perceptions. I mean, the process by which we give meaning to our experience. Therefore, organizing for your audience is focused on content, structure, packaging, and human element. Not for you, not for the assignment, but for the audience.
Good evening, Professor. My name is Milfer Garcia, and today I would like to talk about organizing for your audience, especially about the content. The content you are going to present is one of the most important elements of a presentation. It must be based on your knowledge because the audience will wait that the content you are going to present is according to your academic level. The presentation should be solid and well prepared. Also, to prepare a good content, you have to think about your academic level and your knowledge, but also about the academic level and knowledge of the audience and what they expect and wait from you as the orator. To organize the content, you have to take into account three characteristics. The first one, usage. The second one, knowledge level. And the third one, objectives. The first one, usage. It refers to how the information you are going to present will help to the audience to transform this information into new ideas that can be discussed and developed between them. The second one, knowledge level. It refers to how the members of the group that are going to present organize the content and take into account the academic level of the audience. And the third one, objectives. It refers to the connection between usage and knowledge. That means the connection between how the information will help to the audience and how the members of the group are going to organize this information in based of the academic level of the audience. When you are going to present, you have to show them the reason and value what they decided to attend to your presentation. You have to show them also what is the importance, who takes the decision, and what you know about the content. And you have to take into account also that you are going to giving this information to them just because it is good to know, but not because they need to know this information. Thank you.
Good evening, Professor. Tonight I'm going to explain a structure in organizing for your audience. Next, professionally packaging, a presentation for the audience deals with the structure or how you arrange points. The structure takes into consideration a strong opening, logical order, relevant key points, consignments, and use of supplementary visual aids. In addition, the linking of points involves a conversational language and the appropriate use of acronyms and technical jargon for inclusion or exclusion. And the focus is geared to the perception of trustworthiness. And we have three strategic questions to answer. These include, the first question is, what qualities as a group will demonstrate your trustworthiness to this audience? Two is, what content order needs to be achieved to give the consistent perception of fairness. And the last is what content requires repeating and how should that be achieved through comparisons, samples, and illustrations. Thanks a lot.
Human element. Now it's time to focus on compatibility. As a group, consider what will it take to get this audience to pay attention to your presentation. You need to answer questions like, number one, what can your group do to develop an introduction, transitions, and conclusions in a way to connect with this audience? Number two, what type of stories are common or relatable to this audience? And number three, what are the attitudes, beliefs, and values of this audience?
Hi, I'm Alba Nieto. I'm going to continue talking about packaging. The packaging of successful group presentation turn around the type of relationship with the audience and the division of time and enthusiasm. The first is the type of relationship with the audience. So as a speaker, it is vital to make a personal connection with the audience. Your ability to establish this connection can make the difference between being evaluated positive or negative, being believed or doubted, or delivering an effective or ineffective presentation. In the case of division of time, the type of presentation will help you divide the time for your presentation. The majority of the time is always spent on the body of the speech, the content, because it's the most important. So, for example, a typical 30-minute speech will be divided into 4 minutes for the introduction, 10 minutes for the body, and 4 minutes for the conclusion. And the remainder 12 minutes is for the audience to ask questions, offer objections, or simply to become part of the discussion. It's important to leave enough time for the audience to contribute with the intellectual content. So therefore, always design a group presentation with the intent not to run out of time before the audience can participate. And the packaging is turned around the enthusiasm. All group presentations should have enthusiasm. All group presentations should be enthusiastic about the audience, message, and the occasion. So plain enthusiasm should play a role in creating the introduction, the conclusion, and the body of your presentation. So how you can be enthusiastic in your presentation. So show your enthusiasm in your actions, in your gestures, especially when you're speaking to a large group from the stage. Smile, let an excitement shine through in your voice, and maintain eye contact with the audience. So the consistent use of enthusiasm can be planned through the speech outline.
A customized plan of organization will assist your group in creating relevant messages that satisfy others' personal needs and goals. Keller, 1983.